Hello, and thank you for watching Forward, the television show exclusively for your Mississippi State University College of Education. Later on today's episode, we'll hear from one of our special education alumnus, Hunter Andrews. And to start today, we have one of our associate professors in our school psychology department, Dr. Tawny McCleon. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good. Well, Dr. McCleon, you get to teach students who become future educators about the behavior of students that they'll encounter in their classrooms. So what can you tell us a little bit about that?
Basically, I teach a lot of classes related to the traditional psychological assessment. So I get to teach students how to actually administer intelligence tests, achievement tests, as well as some of those behavioral, social, emotional assessment measures that you may see in a traditional psychological evaluation that lends to diagnoses and disability categories. So it's really exciting to get to teach students how to do that so they can utilize those skills in the school setting.
What are a few key things that you make sure every student of yours knows before they enter the classroom? What can we expect?
Right. So basically, the key things that I like for them to know is really not even in the textbook. And most people say, well, I'm going to learn about psychological assessment. But our students really, they have to know how to work with a diverse population. We have over 20 students that are actually practicing in about 6 school districts in, around Mississippi State University. So I teach them more about how to learn and know all the broad areas of school psychology. So I want them to know about academic behavior as well as some of the psychological problems that they may encounter with students. Also, I really want them to understand how to be able to transition to an expert. So I really want them to learn a deeper understanding of those basic concepts because they will be experts one day. And that's sometimes scary for students. They're like, oh, people are gonna really look to me to know everything. So that's another thing. And thirdly, what I really want them to know is that there will be change agents for students with disorders and disabilities in the school. And that's our giving back to the profession of education.
Wow, that is truly incredible, and I think that you do a great job doing that. I hear students talk about you all the time. They're just like, oh, I love Dr. McCleon. So I was really eager to have you on the show today, so maybe you could tell us a little bit about that. You yourself have several interesting research topics. Tell us a little bit about some of those.
So over the years, I've really just got really interested in 2 areas, and one is expanding services for students with emotional disabilities, and the other one is providing crisis prevention and intervention services. And most people do not realize those 2 concepts go hand in hand. Prior to coming to Mississippi State, I was actually a school psychologist practicing in the schools, and I would find that providing school crisis prevention and intervention services, that often students with emotional disabilities was a part of that in some way, whether they were, dealing with problems or whether they were having difficulty dealing with the situation. So that's where I developed those interests.
Wow, well, I definitely think it's important what you're doing. I know our school psychology program is incredible. We have so many students who go on from our program and do so many things. I know a lot of them go to graduate school. We had several just accepted into major graduate schools across the nation, so we're really proud of all that work. And of course, I'm sure as everyone knows, it's just so important to make sure that not only whenever teachers get in the classroom, they are able to teach the students, but they're also just able to help them become better individuals. So I do believe that's the basis of what your department does.
Thank you.
And now School Psychology Week is coming up, and so how is Mississippi State University raising awareness for that?
We're really excited about School Psych Awareness Week, and our students, my graduate students, are really leading the efforts for advocating for school psychology. So our student association has put together several activities which they have done in the past. And one of those activities will include the students going out to those undergraduate classrooms and really talk about school psychology, what the role is, what our functions will be in the schools, hoping to recruit students. And that has been very successful for our program, to recruit students that are currently enrolled in Mississippi State University. So we're also expanding that this year to go to some of the other local universities, because we want everybody to come to Mississippi State for graduate school.
Right, yeah, we do.
So we're actually expanding that to some of the local universities and going into some of those classrooms as well to talk about what we do in the program, what we do in the profession. And so the students are really excited about that. And
great. Well, that's great work that you're doing. We're really excited. I want to echo what you said about graduate school at Mississippi State. The College of Education offers so many graduate programs, and I know school psychology has influenced that greatly. So we're really excited about that. Okay, thank you so much for being here with us today. We'll be right back.
thank you.
Flight. It's driven mankind's dreams for centuries. The ability to soar above the earth, to travel to faraway places, to connect distant points. Manned flights to the moon and space were once the stars for which we reached. Now, unmanned aircraft are the future. At Mississippi State University, our teams are developing unmatched unmanned aircraft systems for an array of critical applications. We're so good at it, the Federal Aviation Administration named MSU the Center of Excellence in the field, asking us to lead the team that's creating the operating regulations for unmanned aircraft systems worldwide. So we're writing the flight plan for an industry that is the future. Our work means better information, more opportunity, and limitless horizons. For you. The sky really is the only limit.
Welcome back, and thank you again for watching Forward. Our second guest on today's episode is a special education veteran in the college. This is going to be Hunter Andrews. Hunter has a bachelor's and master's in special education from Mississippi State University. So tell us, Hunter, where are you from, and how did you begin your journey here at Mississippi State?
Well, I'm originally from Thomasville, Alabama, and my journey to Mississippi State was not planned at all. I went to community college in Tuscaloosa at Shelton State University, Shelton State Community College, and the recruiters there from Mississippi State were there one day, and somebody said, "Go see what they can give you on a scholarship or anything that you're eligible for." And so I was like, "No, I'm not going there." And next thing you know, here I am, and 4 years later, and I never left.
I know, I see you around all the time. So you have your bachelor's and master's in special education. Okay, and then you've also been a graduate assistant in the Department of Curriculum Instruction and Special Education, which is where special education majors are housed. So tell us just kind of, why did you want to get into that field?
I always knew that I wanted to do education, but I wasn't sure what area. So with different personal and life experiences, I decided as a senior in high school that that's what I wanted to do, and I never changed my major. I never thought about doing anything else, and ever since I've gone into the workforce, I've never imagined myself doing anything else.
Well, I became to know you through my position with your involvement in Camp JigSaw. Dr. Sandy Devlin, she's one of our amazing professors in CISE. She developed this camp for autistic adolescent boys, and I know you've been very instrumental in helping her with that the past couple of years. So tell us a little bit about Camp JigSaw.
Camp JigSaw is a camp for teenage boys with autism. Again, it started as a graduate program, a graduate student assignment, and it just grew to more than they ever imagined. The first year started with 6 kids, and we have grown to 49, and we work with social skills, self-determination skills, working on different ways to implement those skills throughout their daily lives. And one thing about our camp is it's a week long from Sunday to Friday in the summer, and it's a 100% free camp to the students. We are responsible for raising all the money for that camp, and it's just a very rewarding experience because when they come, they say for once they don't feel different.
Oh, well, it's definitely very special to be a part of, and we appreciate all of Dr. Devlin and your work on that, and we'll definitely be hearing about it more next semester as we get ready for our next camp this summer. So, Hunter, you also have done a lot of research through your time here at Mississippi State, so tell us a little bit about that research that you get to do and present.
We are working on a research project right now called Peers. It is building social skills and friendship making skills for people with autism. We have 4 participants in the local school district that come to us on Monday nights along with their parents. And we work on teaching those friendship skills and how to maintain those skills throughout all settings. And the parents come and they learn what we're teaching their children because they're in separate rooms at that point.
Yes.
And it's also a place that the parents can come and talk about different resources, or just a place that they can talk about what they encounter with their child with autism, because every child with autism is different.
Right.
So we're seeing a lot of good results through that. We'll finish that research project up about February. And it's just really exciting because they're already starting to make friendships and come back and tell us how they're using the skills that we're teaching.
Well, that is wonderful that you're able to do that through your alma mater. So we're very, very proud of that research that you're doing here. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. I know with Camp JigSaw and just, of course, any of our special education majors, any of our majors who become teachers and become educators, they get out there in the workforce and they make a huge impact in the lives of so many children and students, and we're so appreciative of that. So, Hunter, thank you very much for being on our show today.
Thank you for having me.
I know we've switched gears and we've gone from school psychology to special education, but there's a huge variety of majors in the College of Education, both undergraduate and graduate. So we're really excited about all the work that we have through both of those departments. And thank you so much for watching. To learn more about the College of Education at Mississippi State, visit our website, educ.msstate.edu. Thank you so much.